Bronny James has just signed the Nike deal, ladies and gentlemen. This is breaking news, is official. This deal from Nike, I believe, is a nil deal, among with many high school prospects, who's just tearing it up all over the circuit. Bronny James, his name has been ringing bells for years, but as of late, it's been ringing louder and louder and louder. This kid is going to do phenomenal things. I got the utmost confidence in him. He's leading into Sierra Canyon, obviously, in his senior year, and another thing, they've had some guys go on, to college basketball. So I'm expecting Bronny to have an even more, range of everything, on offense, on defense, more of a situation for him to impose his imprint on the game and the team that he's already done already. Bronny James is clearly a NBA basketball talent, and this is another thing that is a notch on his resume, with this Nike deal. Obviously, after the deal was signed, he stated that Nike has just been a part of his family. We all know, what does LeBron have? The lifetime deal. Practically the Nike deal for Bronny was a shoe-in. Let's just keep it 100. It was a shoe-in. Bronny is going, he's as another high school kid, Mikey Williams as well. He signed to Puma. It seems to be a trailblaze, of these athletes, young athletes. And you never seen things like this where you see high school players signing these big deals. Bronny James joins players of the likes of a DJ Wagner, a Caitlin Clark, and those are some notable names. Bronny James is going to be the truth, and I think Nike sees that. They already could tell, that this guy Bronny is a 4-star prospect and number 45 ranked overall in the class of 2023, and that's per 24/7 Sports composite rankings, ladies and gentlemen. So that's as accurate as I could tell you. Bronny had, we all know that scholarships are on the table. Memphis, Ohio State, and UFC have all offered him scholarships at this point. There's other teams that, there's other people going to be on in the woodworks coming in, and there's a couple of other teams like Kentucky, Louisville, Memphis, Syracuse, among teams that have offered him scholarships. So, there's a lot of other teams as well. There's so many, teams throwing their hat in on Bronny. I think obviously they know not only what he could do on the floor, but Bronny James, his star power, his connections, all of that comes to your school. It's going to be unbelievable to see LeBron James and who knows the legendary basketball players who will be walking through your school if Bronny James was there, And in all seriousness, he's a true talent. The kid has gotten stronger over the years, and he's still growing into his body. He's his own guy. Is he LeBron James? Absolutely not. I don't think it's ever going to be a replica of LeBron James. So I think we just got to get that shit completely out of our heads, with that, but we just got to just be happy that Bronny was able to secure this Nike deal, and this is good. We want to see our athletes, have endorsement opportunities, from this stuff just wasn't around before. When did you hear a high school student in his, basically you got guys like LaMelo Ball, for instance. This guy had his own situation, own clothing line, his own everything, and he was getting penalized for it. But then you see Nike coming in, signing them the deals and things of that nature. But it was a problem not too long ago. I don't want to, tie 50 things in, but I start to pose questions when things like this arise. LeBron James is just running Nike, to be honest with you. I could see a situation where LeBron ends up like Michael Jordan. Why not? Why not he have his own complete thing just like Jordan? How you think of Jordan, even though it started with Nike. It's crazy how Nike even got to this point. At some point, Nike was not supposed to be the top leader in shoes. That was never supposed to happen. Converse had things going on at that time. You had Adidas, if I'm not mistaken. There was a lot more competition at that time that people felt like Nike was never going to be where they are today. I'm telling you, people are shocked that Nike is even, the league leader in shoes, and I'm telling you, Bronny James is just going to walk right in. Could you imagine a Bronny James signature sneaker? I mean, it would sell like hotcakes. And they know this. They know the history that LeBron is doing, what he has with Nike, and he should just fit right in, to what's going on. And Nike, you got to understand something. Nike is looking into the next group of prospects. I don't want to talk about nobody's business, but, it's looking like they moving some athletes in and out. They might be moving in different directions. And when you got this next crop of young talent, I mean, this your next wave right here. You don't have to still deal with some of the athletes and their antics, especially when you got 4 and 5-star recruits ready to sign on the dotted lines right this second. And their star power is tremendous, with the social media. See, back in the days, even with LeBron, even some of our recent stars, social media wasn't what it was today as it was even at its inception, even in the beginning. We're not even going to get to when LeBron, there was absolutely none. But even some of these younger talents like Kyrie, back when social media was in the kind of like its beginning inceptions, it never was like this. Could you imagine? So it's just tricky, with all the situations, good and bad. But I mean, I got faith that Bronny James is going to step foot in the league and not only prove that he's an NBA talent, but prove that, like I said, he can play with all of these guys. He's been working out with all of them too. People trick. He's been around the game forever. So he know how to play basketball. He understand the NBA game. So he's gonna be coming into situations a little bit more advanced, especially mentally. Than most. He knows how to play. You learn from arguably the greatest player of all time, LeBron James, you already know what it is, man. So everybody hit that like button and most definitely hit that subscribe button if you're interested in more Bronny James content. We're going to be keeping you in tune with all things Sierra Canyon. We all know Armani Bailey is gone, so Bronny James should have a good look out there. We will be keeping you tuned with what's going on with Bryce as well. So if you're interested in all of this, please hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. Support us. We got a lot of things coming, man. If you want to keep content rolling, like I said, just let us know that y'all rocking with this. But this is breaking news, ladies and gentlemen. Bronny James has officially signed with Nike. This is huge. I think this is the beginning of something special that we see years from now. This move, will be, one of the forefront moves, to something way broader, for high school talent, and just talent that's not, made it professional yet. These are trailblazing moves. Don't let it go over your head. It's Flight Sports.